Thank you for joining us as we kick off the 2024 Camp Card campaign. Imagine being able to pay for a major portion of everything that your unit does for an entire year. Their trips, their campouts, day camp, summer camp, winter camp, their trainings, advancements, banquets, courts of honor, their uniforms or other expenses, in addition to some of your unit equipment, such as your camp trailers. Selling camp cards is an easy, no-risk way to teach our scouts the value of earning their own way. This opportunity plays an essential role in allowing all units the ability to generate the necessary funds for your unit and to send scouts to camp. It also provides the scouts the opportunity to get out into the community, which in turn brings more awareness to the programs that we have available to our youth. And it also helps your unit's recruiting efforts, in addition to building the scouts' confidence when they're out and about. Our goal is to give scouts the opportunity to earn funds needed to have the best, unparalleled scouting experience ever. You want to encourage your scouts to set goals. And SMART is a great acronym that's a reminder to set specific goals, whether they're earning some equipment for camp for your unit, whether they're earning their uniforms, if it's a Cub Halloween. You also want to make it measurable. You want to break down the activity that they need to do and be able to track it throughout the campaign. You want to make sure it's very realistic and achievable for the scouts, and it's timely. So our campaign runs from January 18th to April 27th this year. So you have a little bit over 3 months. You want to keep in mind you're going to have a couple of holidays during that time frame, and block out those time periods. Maybe that's a good time for them to sell to family, but encourage your scouts to set goals. It's a great opportunity to teach these kind of important skills. This is a tool that Dave Mott, our Director of Field Services, had asked me to put together this year. And this is actually in the app for you. There are 2 up on a page, so you can print them out. But you can calculate all the costs for the things that they want to work towards this year, and then set that goal based on what the commission would be for that. Or this might be an individual goal for the scouts, and they're going to be earning a Visa gift card, and they can use that Visa gift card for these expenses that they have personally. But this will be in the app for you. So we encourage you, if you haven't already done so, to download the app. It's not something you're going to find in the App Store. You can go on to bit.ly/24cc app, bit.ly/24ccapp. And basically it will take you to a web page, but you want to bookmark it on your mobile device. It will give you access as a unit leader to place camp card orders, reorder your camp card orders, and there's a number of resources. Everything from your guidebook is in there to the form that we just showed you. There's some tracking sheets. And as other unit leaders share tools with us, we'll go ahead and incorporate those on here as well. So they're easy for you to print out or access whenever you need them. Your scouts can also use the app because they can accept credit and debit cards in there if you sign your unit up for credit card processing. And you can also upload photos when you're out for your neighborhood sales or your show and sells, or anything else that they're doing. We love to see their successes. So here's a screenshot of the app. And one of the options that you have right now is to sign up for the credit card processing through the link in the app. There will be a tutorial that we'll share with you when we open the campaign on the 18th of January. So it will walk you through processing a credit card. You can share it with any of your scouts that are going to be using it on their own. But all sales that are processed through the Council's credit card processing portal will show as a credit for your camp card settlement. Settlement this year, again, is April 27th. Now, we shared with you that we have a digital component, and we'll share a couple of things on that in just a couple minutes. But for the digital component of the camp card, you do need to process through the Council's credit card processing feature. And then once you do that, the consumer will be receiving a code so that they can access the digital portion of it the next business day. Once your unit has registered for processing, your unit number will appear in the drop down on the payment submission. Again, you're going to have a tutorial that's going to be sent to you on the 18th for all of the units that have signed up for this. And each time the scout uses the submission form, they'll need to input their name, they'll select your unit number, and then they'll manually input the number in again. We do this as a safeguard for your unit, just in case there's a typo or someone clicks on the wrong unit number. If we see a discrepancy in those two fields, then we're going to reach out to the unit leader and ask if that scout is in the unit so that we can verify that for you. And we will be sending you weekly reports with the sales that have been processed through the portal for your own tracking purposes. Unit commission again this year is 45% for all units when you attend a virtual kickoff, when you turn in any unsold cards, and pay in full by settlement day, which is April 27th. Some of the prizes this year that you can earn, we have the Trailblazer patch again this year when the scouts sell 25 or more cards. They also are eligible to win prizes from the prize category, and they have a choice this year of an Amazon gift card or a Visa gift card like we did last year. So if they want to use the funds to go towards camp registrations or things like that, you would want them to choose the Visa card gift option. And then if they want to earn some more fun prizes for themselves, then the Amazon gift card option would also be wonderful for them to do. All of the prizes are cumulative. So in addition to the patch, the prizes that we just talked about with the gift cards, they can also choose top seller prizes. So when they sell 100 cards during the campaign, they will have a choice of 2 tickets to Deezerland Park, which is over on iDrive or Island H2O. When they sell 200 cards, they'll have their choice of Aquatica tickets or Fun Spot. If the child is no longer able to, if the youth is no longer able to attend as with a child ticket, we will get 2 adult tickets for your unit, just so you know, for any of these parks. But at 200, they have the Aquatica or the Fun Spot, and at 400, they get tickets to SeaWorld, 2 tickets to SeaWorld. Now, if they sell 400, they're going to get their Visa or Amazon gift card. They're going to get their tickets to SeaWorld. They're going to get their choice of Aquatica or Fun Spot and tickets to Deezerland or Island H2O. As I said, all prizes are cumulative. The prize submission deadline this year is May 5th. In the past, we've done it the exact same time that we close out on settlement day. So we wanted to give you a little bit more time, but please mark this date on your calendar. If we have all the prize submissions by May 5th, we will get prizes distributed to your units mid-July. So camp cards are $10 again this year. You have the 9 snap-off one-time offers. You can see what they are. We have Jeremiah's again, Four Rivers, Tijuana Flats, Ace Hardware, Dick's Sporting Goods, Fun Spot, Gators Dockside, Island H2O. And this year we also have a snap-off for the Scout Shop. Then we have reusable orders on the back, and this year we have Deezerland, Medieval Times, Waffle House, Wild Florida Airboat Rides, Arby's, Papa John's is back again this year, BurgerFi, another offer with Four Rivers, and then Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, in addition to Sea Life. So your camp card ordering began on December 15th, and it closes out the 7th of January, and sales will begin on January 18th and wrap up on April 27th. This year, we also have a digital component. You can go ahead and take a look. It's through Entertainment Guide, and you can check it out with the website that we have listed here, bsacampcard.com. I encourage you to check it out because there are offers for all over the country. So this is going to allow you, if you have family out in the western part of the United States or up north or anywhere, they can buy a digital camp card and they will have offers in that area. If you want to see what offers are available, go onto that site again, bsacampcard.com, and you can click on search different areas. It will prompt you for the access code. Just click off of that, put in a zip code or a city, and it will pull up things. So I put in Orlando, and I pulled offers for Jiffy Lube, Sherwin-Williams, Denny's, Anytime Fitness, Moe's, Checkers, Chuck E. Cheese, Kiki's, other local vendors like Ravenous Pig, RDV Sports Complex, Ice Den. And then there's also national website vendors that you might shop with, like Harry and David or Personalization Mall or Honey Baked Ham. There's just so many on there. When you click and you see the first page, you do need to continue to hit next, and you will be amazed at how many offers there are there. So one of the first things that you want to do is you want to set up your sales strategy. You want to set your unit goal. Look at your unit's calendar for the next 6 to 12 months and review your unit planning guide that you did before popcorn. Then you want to calculate what you need to do so that you can be able to reach that goal for this year. You want to help your scouts set individual goals. If they have individual things that they want to sell or just something fun that they would like to earn for themselves. You want to start setting up your show and sell locations if you haven't already done that, and also schedule neighborhood sales. One of our top units in the Seminole area shared with me that his top seller, his mom picked him up every day after school, and they picked a neighborhood to go into, and he did neighborhood sales for about an hour every afternoon. And he sold over $400 camp cards, and he hit his goals, and he was really excited about that. So don't forget neighborhood sales. They're another great way to boost your total sales. Plan a unit kickoff party for the first meeting in February after you get all of your cards. Track your unit sales at each unit meeting. Let your top scout or each of your scouts share about their successes, what they did, what they learned. There's so many learning opportunities when they are greeting people and selling camp cards and telling people about their goals. So let them share that at your unit meeting. Also, be sure and submit pictures to us. We love to share them in our newsletter and on our Facebook page. There is a link in the app that you can upload pictures, and they come directly to me. You can also put them up on the Facebook page as I shared, or just email them directly to me. At the end of this, I will have a screen that shows my email address and my phone number if you don't already have that information. So some of the show and sell ideas are grocery stores, hardware stores. Ace Hardware is great. A lot of our scouts go there. Lowe's, Home Depot, barbershops, hair salons, your farmers markets, your local church and school fairs, spring festivals. Your chambers might have some vendor fairs. Check into all of those type of things. Your food truck rallies, different shopping centers. We have been told by BurgerFi that they will allow our scouts to, and we're going to schedule that through the national office and their locations that they have in the Central Florida area. We have asked other vendors. We haven't had any other tell us that we could, but watch out on our Facebook page and in the newsletter when we launch this and we have those signups, it will go out in those ways. I also want to encourage you, sometimes our emails will go to your junk filter, so please try to keep an eye out and just check and see if something goes into your junk filter. Another thing, another great place is look at your Cumberland Farms or Wawa's or some of those really nice convenience stores. They have a lot of traffic, and if you go in and talk to the manager and allow the scouts to sell out front, they can really do very, very well. We already touched on neighborhood sales, but it is another great way and something that a lot of the scouts haven't really got to, but it's another great way to boost your sales for your total campaign. So here are some tips that you can share with your scouts. Now, in the app, you have a complete guidebook. A lot of the information that's in here is in your guidebook, just like we had last year, but you want to encourage your scouts to wear their uniform, smile, and introduce themselves. We encourage you to, have them only share their first name. Tell them what they're earning money for. I'm earning my way to summer camp, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. Ask if they want to support scouting and share some of the main offers. This year we have $10 off of Dick's Sporting Goods and Ace Hardware, $5 off, and some attractions in Four Rivers, and share just 3, 4, or 5 of the offers as part of their conversation, and then encourage them to close the sale, and then of course thank them for purchasing and supporting scouts. So again, I already mentioned our Facebook page and asking you, these are some of the posts that we had the last couple of years. You actually can see one of the stores, I believe it was 2 years ago, they had Girl Scouts on one side and they had Boy Scouts on the other because we do align with Girl Scout cookie season. But they actually brought people, that unit actually brought them, over to the Girl Scouts if they were interested in cookies. And then the Girl Scouts introduced the Boy Scouts for selling camp cards. We encourage you to set up some kind of banner, maybe a science fair board, or you can see some of these units did large posters with the card on it. We will print posters for you that will be available with distribution. And you can put that maybe on a science fair board or other poster board that you display. So as camp card shares, our ultimate goal is to get 100% of the scouts to participate in the fundraiser. Set a challenging sales goals for the unit and each of the youth that will help them pay for the different programs and camp and things like that we had talked about. Or maybe you have a really big goal like getting a new trailer for your unit. That was one of the 2 years ago, one of the units shared with me that they had actually earned enough to get their new trailer. So they were very, very proud of themselves that they had set that goal and earned that together. Set your unit's sale calendar and show and sell schedule. Like I mentioned, we have requested from some of the vendors on here if they would allow us to, schedule through them show and sells. So once we get those time periods, we will be going ahead and sharing that out. But go out and talk to Publix and Lowe's and Ace Hardware and some of the other locations that you typically go out to. And then, of course, it's really important that you plan and conduct your unit's camp card kickoff. So as I shared before, this is actually under unit resources in the app. This is one of the things that you'll find two up on a page so that you can print them out so that the scouts can figure out what their goals are, what they want to earn, how much it would cost, and how much they need to sell to get it. And then this is a sample of the poster that we'll have. Again, this will be on ledger size paper for you. And we'll have the updated, this is something that we did before we kicked off and we didn't have the final card, but it will have the updated card. We do block out the codes so that no one can go up and scan something and, use the codes, but it'll look very similar to this. We'll also have a QR code on it this year for you so that if they want to pay with the credit card processing, they can just scan that QR code. They can enter the information. They will need your unit number and the scout's name, so that they can type that in. And again, we'll have a tutorial available when we kick off on the 18th that will be in the app for you, and we'll email it out too. And it will be kind of a screenshot that will walk you through every step so the scouts won't have any problem processing credit cards when they're out and about. So some of the objectives you want to have for your camp card kickoff. You want to share the unit goal and how much each scout needs to earn to sell, actually, to hit your team goal. Get them excited about earning their own way and paying for their expenses. You want to promote the sale and why it's important to the parents. Why it's important for their youth to participate. And it means less money out of their pockets. So that's something that they can probably get really excited about. You want to share the calendar of the sale, any show and sell dates that you have, and then, of course, the prizes they can earn. And then, of course, you're going to distribute the cards for the scouts to sell. Now, I will be sharing this PowerPoint. Again, it will be in the app so that you can, and it will be in a PowerPoint format so you can take out the slides that you don't need as you're presenting it to your unit, but that should make it easier for you to kick off the campaign as well and highlight the prizes that they can earn. Now, some of the units and some of the camp card chairs actually have incentives and competitions that go on within their unit to promote sales. So it's really important that you recognize sales at each meeting. You might go by the Dollar Tree and, especially for the Cub Scout units, have some little extra prizes. If they hit a certain goal, maybe they can go and pick something out of a prize box. If you have had something that is really successful with your unit, or another unit that's been really successful at something, we always love to hear ideas. I'd love for you to, send me an email, give me a phone call. You can make a quick video and send something to me. We'll post it on the Facebook page for you. But really, if you have an idea and I have an idea and we both share them, then we both have two ideas. If we just keep them to ourselves, we only have one. So I really encourage you. We have a lot of new camp card shares. They're very enthusiastic. They really want to support their units. So any of your successes that you've had in the past, especially if you're a seasoned fundraising chair for your unit, please go ahead and share those ideas. You can also talk to your DE. We can find a way that we can get the information out. If you create great posters, take a picture of the poster and share it on the social media page. Of course, one of the other things that you want to do at your unit meeting, promote the prizes and the patches and then help them track their goals. A number of units might have a unit thermometer that they track as they go through. And then you can also have little individual thermometers and they can go up in color, or do some kind of stickers or something that kind of marks where they are towards their goal. But these, again, just an overview of our top seller prizes and the Trailblazer patch when they sell 25 or more cards, plus they'll get their individual prizes. So settlement is April 27th, wrapping up your sale. You want to collect all of your funds from the scouts and any remaining cards that they have. You'll submit the money and any unsold camp cards to the council on or before April 27th. Some people do come into the council. We will send out some times that are available so you can set an appointment. It's really important that you don't just stop by the office because we want to make sure that all the paperwork, we've taken your credit card sales or any of your reorder payments, we have that all on your settlement form. So it does take us a little bit of time if you come in the week before to pull that information together. So we want to make sure we have it for you. So when we send that out, again, it'll be on Facebook and via email. And you want to come in, go ahead and register for a time to schedule to come in, and you can take care of your settlement that way. If you don't need to return any cards and you are paying online, which you do have the option of paying with a credit card, or you can pay with an electronic check if you want to do it online. You do not need to come into settlement if you're not returning cards and can take care of all of that online. And then the last thing, again, of course, and I encourage you, please put this on your calendar, May 5th is the deadline to submit for prizes. And that's really important so that we can get all the prizes out in a timely fashion. If you need more camp cards during the sale, your unit sells all the cards from their initial order, or you've dispersed them to the scouts and you need more cards. You can order additional cards. Again, it'll be in the same place that you've been ordering. And you will need to continue to order in bundles of 25. Now, you pay for the additional orders. So it's $5.50 a card. And you can, again, pay online, or if you're meeting up with your district executive to pick up the cards, or coming into the office, you can pay with cash, check, whatever's most convenient for you. We will, again, set a time for you so we have everything ready for you. And there are no refunds on any of the additional cards that you order. So your first order, you can return up to 50%. If you return more than 50%, you will pay 50 cents a card. That's a restocking fee. And, so say your initial order is, 100 cards, and then you place another order for 50 additional cards, you will be paying for those 50 cards, and there aren't any refunds, and you can't return the second portion of that order. So just kind of, again, as an overview of the return policy. Any returns of unsold cards will be accepted up until April 27th with the following conditions. The unit can return 50% of the initial order at no cost. Any additional returns over the 50% do require a 50-cent per card restocking fee. All cards must be intact, no tabs are removed or damaged. And you are responsible to turn in everything by April 27th. We really can't make exceptions to that. And as I mentioned before, no refunds are issued for the additional cards ordered. This is our timeline. Most of you have already attended one of our virtual kickoffs. Our counting day this year is January 16th. There is a link in your on Facebook. We'll also be sending out an email for Camp Card Counting Day. If you come in and help us count cards, we really could not do everything we do to get cards distributed to everyone if we did not have our volunteers come in and help us out. So please consider if you're available to come into the office, the council office in Apopka. We'll start at 9 o'clock on the 16th. Let us know you'll be coming in. so that we can have your distribution sheet pulled. And as soon as we're wrapped up, then you'll be able to take your cards that day. Now, last year we started at 9 o'clock and we were done by about 1 o'clock. So I put the hours from 9 to 3, but as soon as we're done, we'll wrap everything up and off you go. So please consider if you have time available during the day to come in and do that, and then you get to take your cards that night. If not, then you can pick them up at District Roundtable on Thursday the 18th. And again, your camp card settlement date is April 27th, and prize submission is May 5th. If you have any questions or if there's anything you need, please never hesitate to reach out to me. You also have your district executives. You also have camp card chairs. So you should have easy access to numerous people. My cell phone number is right here, 321-848-3530, 321-848-3530. You can always reach out to me. I am usually available on the weekends as well. So if you're out at an event and you have an issue with something and you need something, just give me a call. And my email is charisse.zabin@scouting.org. Thank you all for taking the time to attend one of our virtual kickoffs, and have an awesome day.